Somewhere in America tonight, someone will wake up like this. A sudden, gripping cramp in the calf. They'll sit up, rub it out, and lie back down, thinking the same thing they thought last month and the month before that. It's probably just my age. Here's what almost nobody tells them. That cramp might be trying to tell them something specific, and it's not the only clue. By the end of this video, you'll understand why these moments might be connected, and more importantly, what you can actually do about it. I'm Dr. Aliu, and today we're going to connect the dots between 7 everyday experiences and 1 mineral most people never think about. Magnesium. No fear, no hype. Just the pattern, explained clearly, so you know exactly what to watch for and exactly what to do next. Magnesium is a mineral your body uses in hundreds of everyday processes. Research indicates it plays an important role in muscle contraction and relaxation, nerve signaling, heart rhythm, bone strength, energy production, blood sugar regulation. Think of magnesium as the mineral that tells your body when to relax, muscles, nerves, even your heartbeat. When levels run low, that stand down signal gets a little quieter. And that's where our 7 signs come in. Here's the fact that surprises almost everyone I share it with. According to research using national US Health Survey data, roughly 8 in 10 adults over 65 fall short of the recommended daily magnesium intake. To be clear, falling short of the recommended intake is not the same as a diagnosed deficiency. Your body is remarkably good at holding on to the magnesium it has. But it does mean that for most people over 60, there's real room to do better, through food first, and through informed conversations with a doctor when needed. That's what makes this topic worth 10 minutes of your time. So why does this shift with age? According to the National Institute on Aging and the NIH Office of Dietary Supplements, a few things tend to make magnesium status more of a consideration as we get older. The body may absorb magnesium less efficiently with age. Certain medications commonly used by older adults, including some diuretics and proton pump inhibitors, may affect magnesium levels. Conditions like type 2 diabetes and digestive disorders can also play a role. And to be clear, this video is not a suggestion to stop or change any medication. If you take medication regularly, this is simply something worth mentioning at your next appointment. Now, back to that bedroom. Let's find out what happened next. This is where it gets interesting. Follow along, because these 7 signs aren't random. They're chapters in the same story, and you may recognize more than one. Sign 1. The 2 a.m. cramp. This is Margaret. 3 nights this month, she's woken up exactly like this. She stretches it out, like she always does, and tells herself it's nothing new. Nighttime leg cramps are one of the most commonly reported experiences associated with low magnesium, since magnesium supports normal muscle relaxation. For many people, it's the very first clue, and often the easiest to dismiss. But that cramp isn't the end of Margaret's night. It's just the beginning. Coming up, why Margaret's alarm feels louder than it used to. Sign 2. The sleep that doesn't land. Magnesium has been associated with the body's ability to relax and regulate its natural sleep cycle. Some studies suggest a link between magnesium status and sleep quality, though sleep is influenced by many factors: light, stress, and routine among them. Here's the part that catches people off guard. It's not just about how long you sleep, it's about how you feel the next day. And Margaret's next day is where sign number 3 shows up. Sign 3. The fatigue that doesn't add up. She got 7 hours of sleep, technically, so why does she feel like she got 3? Because magnesium supports energy production at the cellular level, low levels may contribute to feeling unusually tired, even after what looks like a full night's rest on paper. She still says yes to the walk. But something about today already feels heavier than it should. And that walk is about to reveal sign number 4. Sign 4, the stairs that feel steeper. That pause, just a second, easy to miss, is something a lot of people notice around this age. Everyday tasks that used to be automatic, like a short flight of stairs, start asking a little more of the body. Magnesium plays a role in normal muscle function, and some people find that mild, unexplained weakness is worth mentioning to a healthcare provider, especially alongside other signs on this list. Her daughter notices. Margaret waves her off. I'm fine. But is she? Let's follow them home, where sign number 5 is waiting at the dinner table. Sign 5. The dinner table. Discomfort magnesium plays a role in normal muscle function throughout the digestive tract. Digestive changes, including occasional constipation, are something some people find worth discussing with a healthcare provider alongside their overall nutrition and hydration. She doesn't mention it. Most people don't. It feels too small to bring up. But small things add up. And sign number 6 is one most people have never even heard connected to magnesium. Sign 6, the tingling she almost forgot to mention. Here's the one that surprises almost everyone. Because magnesium supports healthy nerve signaling, occasional tingling or numbness, especially in the hands or feet, is sometimes discussed in relation to magnesium status. It comes, it goes. Easy to explain away, easy to forget by morning. But there's one more sign, and this is the one you should never explain away. Sign 7, the flutter that deserves a phone call. This is the most important one on the list. Magnesium plays a role in heart rhythm regulation. If you ever notice a fluttering or irregular heartbeat sensation, this should always be evaluated by a healthcare professional, not managed with a supplement on your own and never ignored. Margaret does the one thing that changes everything in this story. She makes the call. Cramp, sleep, fatigue, weakness, digestion, tingling, heartbeat. Individually, any one of these could mean many things. But together, especially if you recognized more than one deal, they're worth a real conversation with your doctor. Before we get to what Margaret does next, let's clear up a few things I hear often. Only athletes need magnesium. Not true. Magnesium matters for everyone, at every age. If I take a supplement, all my problems will disappear. Supplements may help support healthy magnesium intake, but they're not a cure-all, and results vary between individuals. If I eat vegetables occasionally, I can't be low. Diet matters, but absorption, medications, and health conditions all play a role too. The goal was never to self-diagnose. It's to notice the pattern, the way Margaret did, and bring it to someone qualified to help. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics highlights several everyday foods naturally rich in magnesium. Leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard, nuts and seeds, especially almonds and pumpkin seeds, legumes such as black beans, whole grains, avocado. A pattern of eating that regularly includes these foods can support healthy magnesium intake as part of a balanced diet. No extremes, no overhaul required. Just small, consistent choices. Some people may benefit from a magnesium supplement, but this decision should always involve a healthcare professional, especially if you take other medications, since magnesium can interact with certain drugs, including some antibiotics and osteoporosis medications. Not all magnesium supplements are the same. Forms like magnesium glycinate are sometimes better tolerated than others, but the right choice depends on your individual health picture. The most important step is simple. Talk with your doctor before starting anything new. Reach out to your healthcare provider if you notice several of these signs together. Symptoms that are new or getting worse. Any irregular heartbeat sensations, ongoing fatigue or weakness that affects daily life. A simple blood test can help your doctor evaluate your magnesium status alongside your overall health. Remember that 2 a.m. cramp we opened with? For Margaret, it turned out to be the first thread in a pattern she almost didn't notice, and the reason she finally started a conversation with her doctor that had been years overdue. Here's what I want you to take from her story. You don't need to have all 7 signs to pay attention. You just need to notice one thread and follow it. That single decision, to notice and to ask, is often the whole turning point. So tell me, which of these 7 signs did you recognize in your own life or in someone you love? I read every comment, and I'd genuinely like to know. If this connected some dots for you, subscribe for weekly healthy aging education, and watch our video on protein and muscle strength after 60 Next E. It picks up right where today's left off. You deserve to feel like yourself again. Sometimes that starts with noticing one small thing and asking one good question. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. It should not replace consultation with a qualified healthcare professional. Always seek the guidance of your physician or another licensed healthcare provider before making changes to your diet, medications, exercise routine, or healthcare plan. Margaret is an illustrative composite character created for educational purposes and does not depict a real patient.